Hi, how's everybody doing? I'm Patricia. Normally on my videos, I give you a couple of little hints and tips about how to be an adult once you've turned 18 and everybody expects you to know everything. Yeah, I had some older people coming to me and saying, thank you for those tips because I didn't even know about that. So, yay. So, it's been a long time since I made a video because of, mostly what's going on in Ukraine. I get very emotional about that because invasion is just a really insensitive way to treat other people. I just don't think that anyone has the right to invade anyone's country. We have done it in the past, and I still don't think that's right. But I think we've learned from our mistakes, I would hope, and I hoped the rest of the world learned too, but it doesn't seem like anybody did. Well, actually, it seems like everybody did except China and Russia. I'm not putting those two countries or their citizens down. I am merely making an opinion about their leaders and the people that are following them. But on to other things. So, guess what? St. Patrick's Day is coming. It's March. It's supposed to be spring, right? It's snowing outside. I mean, for reals. It's snowing in my backyard. It's snowing in my front. There's snow everywhere. In El Paso, Texas. In the desert. It was 70 degrees yesterday. And it's snowing now. So, okay. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Certainly can't run any errands. So, another thing I wanted to touch on. It's been a very big week for me because my, okay. Well, for one thing, I dyed my hair. Okay? And except for some really hard to dye strands because they were very white or very gray, it came out kind of a gingery color, and I like it. But there's some blonde streaks in there that look planned because they didn't dye very well. So they were lighter. So this was supposed to be a light brown, and it kind of is. But it does have a little brassiness to it, which is okay with me. I don't care. But somebody was telling me that don't ever use this color. It will damage your hair because it's got metallics in it. No self-respecting salon will ever touch my hair after this. So, yeah, thanks for the advice. But I've been using this stuff for about 12 years now, and it hasn't hurt my hair at all. The only time I've had a problem with my hair is right after I had COVID. And yeah, clumps of hair were falling out for months on end. So yeah, I didn't have much hair until my dog had puppies. And then I was just not worried about that. I was concerned with the puppies. I was concerned with my baby. So, I just went ahead and took care of the puppies. And yeah, things just got better. And then my mom got sick. And then I can't think about my hair. I just couldn't think about anything but helping my mom and helping my brother, who was her primary caretaker. So, I just wanted to be there and be in there and do stuff. And so I didn't really think about my hair. So it started growing in super thick after I got my second vaccination. Really super thick. It was almost gone. And then look at all this. And it's curling again. It's just amazing. So, I've used this. It's L'Oreal's Feria. Okay. And they do have, it's in there. It's on the ingredients. They do have some metallic elements to it. And if there is a salon that will not touch my hair, I haven't seen them yet because I've gotten my hair cut at Supercuts. I've gotten my hair cut at Regis. I have gotten my hair cut at, I don't know the name of it, but it's the salon inside Walmart. They even gave me a perm. And none of my hair fell out, and I mean, it wasn't getting brittle. I still wore it up in a ponytail all the time, so there's breakage a little bit, but not because of the dye. So before you accept everybody's opinions on social media, talk with a professional about it, and, check with them. What do they do? What do they not do? What do they recommend? What do they not recommend? I really love these colors because they're so shiny. I just love them. So I dyed my hair, and it came out of gingery, which I like. Another thing is, March is Kidney Disease Awareness Month. So that's what this is. This is, Organ Donation Awareness t-shirt. I should know this because, I bought this for myself because it has my name on the back. See, there's all these people's names, and one of them is mine. It's down at the bottom. I'm not going to show you because I have no idea where exactly it is. I just have seen it a couple of times, when I was putting it away and looking and seeing. I'm not sure why I look for my name every time, considering I only have one shirt. So, but anyway, so green ribbon is organ donor awareness. It's also kidney disease awareness. So if you have it in your heart to donate a kidney, or you can donate a lobe of a liver, or you can donate plasma, blood. There's all kinds of things you can do as a living donor. And then you can make all of your wishes known with your family, with your doctor, with the hospital you normally go to, with I don't even remember what I was going to say now. Okay. Anyway. Oh, and on your driver's license. That's what I was going to say. So all of those are good resources to talk with and explain your wishes, why you want this, why you want that. So that there will be no mistakes when it comes to time for you to go. You'll be able to give back to the community even after death. And that's just a wonderful thing. It really is. I mean, to be able to know that you will always be helping somebody along the way, because whoever gets your organs will be there longer for their loved ones, and they will affect other people's lives. And it just goes on and on and on. And I mean, I'm hoping someday we don't have to do this, that we have medicine that will keep this from happening. I don't see it right now. So, if you have it in your heart to donate, feel free to do so. Just call whoever and say, I want to donate a kidney. I don't know anybody who needs one, so I will do it altruistically. And that just means that you're going to give to the first available person who needs it worse. Okay? Then the testing goes, and it's several months of testing sometimes. Or if it's an emergency, they will give you a full battery of tests all in one time. It took me 5 or 6 months to have all my tests done. And this started the 4th of July, and we went into the surgical suite December 5th. So that's how long the test took to get done. Plus, we were done with the tests, and the recipient had some obligations that he had to fulfill for work. And I totally respected that. So, I was like, okay, but we need to go. So, 2 weeks before Christmas, I finally went into surgery. When I came out, it hurt, but not a whole lot. And they had one of these braces that they Velcroed around me to hold my incision seam together, rather than putting in a whole bunch of stitches and staples and all that other stuff. They just went ahead and put this thing around me to hold the thing together. And so every time they took it off, they could just look at the incision and then close it back up again. So that worked out really well. I did end up with an infection in my incision, but that was my fault. I let it go too long. So then I had 2 weeks of wet to dry dressing changes that my husband had to do at home, which he was not happy. Nobody was happy. Actually, I think that my daughter watched more than anybody. And it was my sons who wanted to watch. And the first time they left the room and never came back. And my daughter just came in every time. In fact, we would tell her it's time for a dressing change and she would come in and watch. So you never know how your children are going to react to certain things. I would have expected my sons to be a little stronger about that because they were 2 and 4 years older than my daughter. But anyway, I think she was just making sure that I was actually going to be home and stay home and not go back to a hospital or anything like that. So when I got COVID, I think she really had the same thing. She was helping me every single day. This is before we knew what it was, before we knew how really contagious it was. And yeah, she didn't get it. Neither did my husband. And they were both there constantly. My son was not there. He was living with his... No. He was there, but he was involved in midterms, I think. And he was getting ready for their trip to Disneyland because it was their senior year, and that was what they did. And we paid like $1,000 into this fund, and then they never got to go, and they didn't get their money back. They got a stupid voucher from Southwest that said it had to be used by the end of the year. Well, in 2020, no, we're not going to go on a plane, okay? So, yeah, that was kind of a bummer. But anyway, we got through it. So, other than that, my birthday is next week. I'm very excited because I'm still alive. Yep, I still breathe. Isn't that great? You know, your blood's pumping, your lungs are sucking in air and pushing out waste air. And yeah, you know, it's a great time to be alive because it's a great time to appreciate being alive. With so many deaths in the world, with so much fighting and death going on in Ukraine, fighting and oppression going on in Africa, oppression going on in our own country. You know, in the U.S., we are just not learning tolerance for our fellow citizens. We're not even treating them like fellow citizens. We're treating them like criminals before we even know what the story is. So, you know, go out there and treat people of color and treat people who speak a different language as if they were your family, or as if they just treat everybody like you love them. Okay? There's no reason for all this hate. There really isn't. You know, you can't just let hate build up in you and then take it out on everybody you know or everybody you don't know. Okay? Don't drive down the street with a rifle trying to catch some person in your neighborhood who is just out for a jog. That just doesn't make any sense. So, you know, let's get better at what we're doing. Another thing I've been doing lately, I don't have any of it here, but I am starting to wear more makeup and taking better care of my skin. And I think it already shows that my skin is looking healthier. Eating better so that you get healthy from the inside, and then taking better care of yourself on the outside. It just makes you feel free. It really does. So, that's what that is. If you're anywhere near Albuquerque, New Mexico, 2 weeks from now, there will be a Celtic Renaissance Fair Festival type thing. Renaissance Fair and Celtic Festival. They're going to have shows. They're going to have people up on stage singing. They're going to have food, which is awesome. They have booths where you can buy things that people make. I will not be selling anything. I'm just going to enjoy it. My daughter and I are going. My husband does have to work, but I did get a job this week. So what happened was Fort Bliss had a hiring fair, and so we went to the building and went in there, and there were only about 7 of us in there. So with all the people that they were needing, like almost 100, there were 7 of us there. So the job that I wanted, I got like that. So my daughter got hers, but I don't think she's actually going to do it. I think it hit her kind of hard that they were expecting her to do some things she doesn't want to do. So she was going to be a lifeguard, but she didn't want to go through the testing and everything that you have to go through before. It's called a pre-test. You have to swim 300 meters, tread water for 2 minutes. You have to retrieve something from the bottom of the pool. What is going on here? Okay, get off my screen. Okay, so, so I don't think she's ready for that. She weighs 90 pounds, or 91, and she's 5 feet tall, and although she looks like a 12-year-old, she is actually 18. So we're trying to give her lots of foods that are high in calorie, high in protein, and just make sure that she knows, what to eat and, how often to eat. I have seen lately that she eats a lot, like a lot of seconds, and she usually didn't even finish her first. So eating seconds is really exciting for us. It's amazing how easy it is to amuse us or entertain us. So anyway, so that's it. Just still organizing stuff. I painted the wall, and I put up some shelves there. My sewing machine, well, there's my sewing machine right there. I have this rolling cart that I bought. It was really inexpensive on maybe Amazon, maybe Walmart. Anyway, so that's holding a lot of my supplies. I did do some box coverings. I ran out of the marble contact paper, so I found this paper, and I was like, okay, I can use that. So these are pee pads. This is a box of pee pads that we were using when the puppies were born, and then the box just kind of sat in the linen closet because, we have been in poverty level for so long that it felt really good to just have stuff laying around, and we don't want to throw anything away now. So that doesn't explain why our trash can is full every week, but we'll get around to it. I think most of that is just getting rid of this excess crap, especially in here. And I have like 4 bags of papers that I have to shred. So fun times, yay! My son used to do that, but he's a little busy with his girlfriend and his school and his other interests. He buys Funko Pops and sells them at he buys them at a discount and sells them at full price. And everybody wants them, so, he's making good money with it. So that's his thing, okay? Yeah, he'd make a good salesman because, he'll never let up. I'm telling you, autism, they never let up. They're so funny. He did manage to empty one of my largest bins. And when I told him to throw it in the trash, he left the room and didn't do it. So, I had to do up a resume for this job, and I had to, I did another resume for another job, and that one I really, really love. I really would have loved to have done that job, but she never called me. And I was assured she would call me this week, but she didn't. So, okay, we'll live. So, the nice thing about this job, it starts at $7.50 an hour, which I don't really care. My husband is working also for the government, so he works over, anyway, wherever he works doesn't matter. But he has been told, in fact, this has been since December, that their minimum wage is going up to $15 on post. And then if you've been there longer, if you're in a more senior position, it'll go beyond that. So he's looking at maybe a $7 an hour raise. And at $7.50, once we go to $15, I will be getting a $7.50 raise. So that's pretty cool. We'll be making over $30 an hour together. So, I guess that's it. I'm just sitting here, Today I can't do nothing because it snowed. It snowed. My cat is out there squealing, but, I mean, we bring her in at night. We don't leave her out in the cold. But in the morning, we got to let her out because she doesn't live in the house. But we bring her in when it's too cold outside or too hot outside. If it gets over 95, we bring them in. If it gets under 35, we bring them in. So tonight is going to be 25, tomorrow night's going to be 30, so she will be inside. But she wants to be outside. She doesn't really want to be in. She just doesn't like the cold. So I don't think my daughter put down any pads for her to walk on so she wouldn't freeze her little toesies. But, I mean, we have like an 8x10 Catio. It's just an enclosure that protects her from stray cats that have already fought with her. So we put her in there at night. And it keeps her from wandering and not coming back. So you can call it cruel. I have had people say I'm wrong to do that, but it's how she likes to be. And she likes to make noise. Even if she's in the house, she makes noise all over the damn place. It's amazing. Okay, the video's getting too long. YouTube doesn't like that, so I am going to say goodbye. And I want y'all to think about being nicer to your fellow man. Be better. You know? I know that sounds stupid, and I know that sounds like, you know, what Melania said, but be better. Be better people. It doesn't make sense not to. Okay? So, take care of yourselves. I love y'all, and I will see you next time. Bye.